What up? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mo.J and we are locked in. We just got the exclusive photos for season 3 of Power Book 2 Ghost. Now this does air March 17th, Tariq St. Patrick's Day, and it looks like it's going to be a good season. I know we all been waiting on it. My channel is built off of the Power universe, and here we go. We've been waiting to see season 3 and our boy Tariq get back on the screen and take over New York City one step at a time, because we don't know if he's getting a car yet. Now we do have a few photos to go off of. Until we get the trailer and actually see the episode, we're gonna have to try to put this puzzle together with what we got. But you know, we're good with that, and I'll like all you guys' help on what you actually think is going on in these photos. But before we jump into this and break it down, if you like Power content, Ghost Book 2, Tariq St. Patrick, the Tejadas, hit your subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Make sure you hit that like button and follow me on Instagram. Now let's jump into it. This is the exclusive photos for Power Book 2 Ghost. You know, the first thing we have to do is start with Tariq. Now it looks like Tariq is giving a speech at Stansfield. Now we know that Stansfield is one of the most unique college campuses in the United States of America. I don't know how Tariq is getting on the stage and at the podium now and giving a speech after this big controversy of him going to court for potentially being the biggest drug dealer. But one thing we do know about Tariq is very well educated. Whether he shows it or not, that's a different story. But it looks like he's up here giving a speech just talking about the school, probably mentioning some things that his dad done in the community, which drives him, even though we know deep down inside he didn't really like his pops. He killed his pops. But everyone is listening. Now we do see, I think the Tejadas are here listening to this. Why not? They're working hand in hand with Tariq right now. At the end of episode 10 in season 2, we heard that they were looking for a new connect after they got rid of Mecca. Also, both of their hands are on that Mecca killing because Tariq was in a surveillance camera getting ready to head up there, and Blanca thought she'd seen him. But right here on the campus, Tariq is a free man. Braden went down for him. So it looks like, hey, it's wide open. Let Tariq have a speech. I know the professors there, they're hurting, but this is Tariq St. Patrick. You can't have a speech without Tariq showing up. Let me take that back. Looking at this picture, it looks like they're here having a speech for Zeke's funeral. That's why the Tejadas are here also. One thing we know about Tariq and Zeke, they were roommates. Remember, Tariq was doing his homework. That's the only way Tariq was going to be allowed to stay in the school, is to make sure that Zeke had his grades above a 2.1. It wasn't even high grades that he needed, but he was there. So the Tejadas showing up. I know for sure this is probably Zeke's funeral. Look at Lorenzo's face. Lorenzo doesn't even know what to say. It wasn't his son. Monet lied to him. Look at Drew looking over there. And on top of that, Lorenzo killed Zeke. So this whole family thing that the Tejadas have going on, this is what I want to see. I want to see if they can actually get through all of this. Who's going to turn on who? Who's going to step up and do the right thing? Is Lorenzo going to ever say anything? I definitely don't think so. So I'm thinking he's about to try to mold Drew to take over so he can step back, and Monet won't really be looking at him because all the pressure will be on to Drew and he could just skate by. Now, one thing about Monet, we know she's never just going to back down like that. So Monet, she's already upset with Kane and everything he does. We've seen the incident with her and Diana at the table. So right now it's best that everyone stays cool, calm, and collective. Let Monet mourn her son. The boys mourn their cousin slash brother slash, we don't know who he really is yet, but we think that he's our brother because of Diana. Let her mourn. Diana is, and I repeat, is a daddy's girl. She took that $2 million and got her daddy out the slammer. Now, what they're having a conversation about here, I don't know. Maybe it's her wanting to go to Stansfield instead of going to St. John's where her dad got her, you know, tuition and everything taken care of. So that could be this situation. You never know with Diana. Diana will expose all of your truths, so you want to be careful with what you say to her, because she would definitely use it against you when it's beneficial for her to get ahead. Now, Lorenzo, he loves his kids. All of his kids, he loves them. And you know he has a closer connection with Diana because of what she did, jumping through hoops to get the money for him. Diana, we also know that her and Tariq, they got their little thing going on.
I knew you was gonna let that nigga hit. Tariq, we raised you better than that, Diana.
But Diana, they raised you better than that. Tariq just got off of these drug charges. Tariq got a couple bodies, but your brother, So Lorenzo's probably saying, hey, let's just stay away from Stansfield because like I mentioned earlier, this will get him out of the limelight of who killed Zeke, because we know Monet's not stopping until she finds out. We see Auntie pop back up. Now, Auntie says she wanted what she was owed because of her husband. Now, she took that money and it looks like she's saying, hey, Monet, there's no bad blood between you and I. I just wanted what was deserved to me. And she's giving back the money. So this could be a good gesture. And she could potentially link them up with somebody they didn't know had that work. I don't know how that's going to play out, but this storyline is going to be interesting since we didn't see her much in season 2. Seeing her going into season 3, it's like, okay, now we can branch off, because at this point we need anyone that's going to give us a little bit of work we can definitely deal with. And her paying back the money, I think that is a very good gesture right there. Mr. Davis. Mr. I'm running the bag up. We will have a money counter on how much money Davis makes this year off of the Tejadas and the St. Patrick's. Well, it looks like he's talking to Saxe, and him and Saxe, they haven't been seeing eye to eye because Saxe is still thinking about when it was his job to prosecute people, bring them down. Davis is trying to tell him, listen, our job is to make money. We're professional liars. No matter what these people tell us, we need to lie to make it sound good in court so we can win those battles. So these two, they've been going back and forth. We also know Saxe, my favorite character, has been dealing with the DA and he's been getting information. But now it kind of has him looking at Davis thinking, yeah, we're supposed to be getting this money and winning these cases, but you might be a little dirty. But the thing about Davis is my brother's clean every time he's on the scene, so we can't say that he's dirty. Even though we know he's getting a little bit of money on the side and he fears no one. Kane had a gun to his head season 2. He didn't care. Tell you and your mama to get my money. So Davis, I think he's going to be on the same thing, but we also got to worry about Davis's brother and how that storyline comes in, because allegedly it's looking like his brother may have went down for something Davis was supposed to go down for, but since he was going to be a lawyer, his brother took the time. So if that is what happened, hey, salute, because Davis had a future. Now it's unfortunate his brother had to go down for it, if that's how the story is going to play out. But his brother is sick, and Saxe, we need you to get on the game, get in the game, and get focused, and help me get my brother out. Speaking of Davis and money, where's he at? The Tejada house. We know that this right here is half a ticket. That's $500,000. $500,000 just for this appearance. And he's telling Monet, look, we're going to find out who got rid of Zeke. Whoever took out Zeke, we're going to bring him down. That's going to be my last thing. Now, you guys know how I feel about people with their hands on their hip. Either you're trying to find something or you done messed up big time. And Lorenzo was in here trying not to say nothing. Oh, Zeke, I didn't know much about him. You know, I was locked up. I know he was around. I loved him. I thought he was my nephew. But he's not trying to say nothing. Davis, he could probably sense what's really going on here, because usually Lorenzo is a little more talkative. And of course, Monet ain't saying much. So that means Lorenzo's going to have to speak up for what's going on. But this is going to be $500,000. And to finish the case, Davis is probably going to go ahead and put another 5 on that to get an even million. And the crew is back together. I will have an Effie video dropping. We know that Braden is supposed to be bringing Tariq to Wall Street to work at the Weston Family Holdings. So they're going to be into a whole different ball game. They're about to have a lot of clientele. And one thing we know about the clients on Wall Street, they love that white girl. They love to sniffy. That's what they like to do. That's a rich man drug. So this opens up everything. They're able to expand and get away from Stansfield. Now, Effie and Braden, they have their secrets about what happened with Lauren. When Tariq finds out about this is going to hurt him. Now, Kane, he might still be trying to shoot his shot at Effie, but we know Effie is going to be on Tariq's good side because she's trying to cover up everything she did with Lauren. And Tariq got this big ass fur on. I don't even know what kind of coat this is, but it must be cold in New York, and it don't look like he got a car yet. All right, let me know some of your predictions and theories just off the pictures that we got. Is Tariq getting a new car? Was that Zeke's funeral that Tariq was speaking at? Are they going to be able to figure out that Lorenzo did it? Is this Wall Street journey going to work for the boys? Are they going to come clean and get out the game? It's a lot of stuff that we're looking at to season 3. And I will say this is one of the most anticipated spinoffs for me. But let me know what you think about it. I'm Modai J. If you like this content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. March 17, 2023, BMF finale, Power Book 2, season premiere. Oh man, it's gonna be good. Hit your subscribe button, hit your like button. I'm out.